Cheers! Welcome to Pittsburgh!
Hey, welcome to another episode of my Amtrak travel diary. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can see it behind me as proof, unless I've superimposed myself, of course. And I'm just pretending to squint, and I'm in a studio. I actually arrived last night, and it was a bit of a mission getting to my accommodation. I actually saw a couple of people outside this place and asked if it was any good, and they were like, oh yeah, it's good, yeah. But to my surprise, and mild annoyance of course, they were also British, and in fact they were crew for Elton John, who had a gig in town that evening. So, I'm staying in an Airbnb on the other side of the river. This river behind me, so I am now on the other side of that river, and I did that thing where you tap it into the maps and then it says like, oh yeah, you got to take this bus and whatever, and then part of it is I've got to go up this, I think it's a funicular railway, in fact it clearly is. Let me show you. Check out this review though. Here we go, here's my Airbnb. Everything you need. Some, good, somewhere to store the bodies. Excellent. Is there a view? Can't be a view, right? That's right, there can't be a view. Oh, a little bit. It's quite a muggy day, but happy to be here. Not a travel day today, because it's nice to take some time off between travel days so you can actually just kind of regroup mentally and whatever. So I'm going to have a slow potter around Pittsburgh. It's a fair old view. Downtown there, from Mount Washington, which is where we are, and that is the Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium. There it is. One of the negatives, I suppose, of this sort of ad hoc travel style that I've adopted for this journey is I don't get to visit that stadium because there were tours today and there are tours on Friday. I didn't realise until too late about the tours for today, so I can't go on those, and the ones on Friday, well, all have gone, so I just don't get to see Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium. I mean, it's not the burning desire of a lifetime, but it'd be nice. Still plenty of these lanternflies around. I don't like walking down steep hills because I know I've got to walk back up. So I'm going to go on a bit of a walk around this American neighbourhood. This little neighbourhood in Pittsburgh on Mount Washington, and just have a see what we can see. Some porches here, rather pleasant. Imagine nice to sit out at night. Always think of that as quite an American thing. It's interesting. There's an American flag. There's also a sign that says climate action now, which is so if you see a flag and you think the flags are something that is quite nationalistic and therefore more on the right wing, but obviously climate action, that's more progressive, so that's quite interesting. I think what that tells you is that you can be progressive and still, should we say, patriotic. Caution driveway, I don't know why that requires caution. I love it around here because it's all these ups and downs. Look at it. It's really hilly terrain. It's really interesting. Bit of a mailbox here, I think, right? Yeah, US mail. Heavy on the sunflowers. Another flag. Very different buildings. There's no sort of set plan here. Everyone's its own thing. And this one is brick and this one is clapboard. Sidewalk's a bit of a mess, but in a, I don't know, not in an unpleasant way. I wouldn't want to be dragging my suitcase along it, that's for sure. Or I think if you're in a wheelchair, might be a few problems. See, this is the colour of asphalt that I always think about when I think about the USA, and here it's gone for full bituminous, whatever it is, tarmac Adam. I don't know, I'm not that guy. Loving this laundrette. Well, it's hard to tell if it's retro or just old, but either way I like it. I will need to be doing some laundry at some point, so maybe it'll be there. I refuse to do laundry except in retro laundrettes, so perhaps that's the one for me. Bananas. Bit of an apple conundrum. Klondike seems to be a bit of a popular brand or naming here. Collins Dictionary says it's a region of northwest Canada in Yukon in the basin of the Klondike River, site of rich gold deposits discovered in 1896 but largely exhausted by 1910. It's good to see they haven't exhausted the root vegetables. Lots of different types of screen wash there. Oh no, fruit drink. Crisp bag size varying between fairly massive and really pretty bloody huge. I just want a bag of crisps for my lunch. Clever remarketing there. Today's gourmet delight is an Italian hoagie. Another sandwich. It's meant to be a train adventure, not a mediocre sandwich adventure. Moody shot of a man eating a sandwich. My mistake, a hoagie. It's my second night here. It's a bit chilly, but you know what? This just does not get old. So if you're travelling alone, one of the single best things you can absolutely do in America, well, let me say in the United States and in Canada, is go to a bar. It might sound obvious, but and I've got to say this really mostly only applies to men. I think it'd be a very different situation if you're a woman, also that my female friends have told me. But going to a bar is great because you sit at the bar and you can start talking to pretty much anyone, which is fantastic. And if you don't have an American accent as well, if you have an accent from somewhere else, it interesting makes you interesting. It's really great. I've met so many people that way. It's not the same if I went to a British pub, for instance. Of course, these are friendly places, but you don't have the same sort of, you usually have the same sort of sitting at the bar thing. You'll get it sometimes. It's a different vibe, but I love it. I've met so many people just sitting at the bar and getting talking to people. It's brilliant. I love it, and that's what I'm going to do now. So this is kind of Barville. This is this bar street on the top of Mount Washington. Here goes one. Here's another. these bars just waiting to be sat at. Here's another one. So now I just need to go into one, don't I? It's a non-alcoholic cause there.
This is where we draft
No.
So I'm in a bar in, where are we? Mount Washington?
In Mount Washington.
I'm not in Pittsburgh. In Mount Washington. And I've just met
Whitney
and
Ariana. Cheers to Pittsburgh.
cheers.
Cheers. But this is the best bar. Actually, there's one bar you have to go to. This is the gem in Mount Washington. It's called
Okay.
Sloppy Joe's. It's down the street.
Right.
If you ever come to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, everyone watching this video, go to Sloppy Joe's. It's the most underrated nightclub of Pittsburgh.
What should I do in Pittsburgh?
What are your interests?
I'm one of these very pretentious arty types.
Okay, so there's the Andy Warhol Museum, very artsy. There's so many different museums. You would probably love Shady Side. There's more art galleries. If you're traveling and you're looking for different and interesting things, then find the different interesting things. Don't go on Google, go on Instagram. Tag Pittsburgh and you'll find where all the locals will tag all of the cool places. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers! Welcome to Pittsburgh.
So there you go. I basically just went into a bar, sat down, and just got talking to people. And it's amazing how friendly people are in those situations, and it's just great. It's just so easy. Lovely people. The guy at the end there insisted on paying for my beer, so that was really nice as well. We're just really nice, just really good people. So there we go, end of another day. If you're enjoying this mess, this slightly chaotic view of the US, then give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on that bell thing that says you get notifications when I bring a new video out. And you do all that, and then you make it worthwhile me making more videos.